question is about dealing with the legacy of the conflict. As you know, there is a piece of legislation going back before the Lords, the Northern Ireland Troubles and Reconciliation Bill, which your party has rightly opposed, as have all of the opposition parties in Westminster. That bill is opposed by all of the political parties here, rare consensus politically here. It's opposed by victims' organisations across the community. It's opposed by the Irish government. It's opposed by everyone on this island, basically, in terms of the major stakeholders, more or less. So I don't think a Labour government would ever have introduced such a piece of legislation. But it's a direct question. If you are elected Prime Minister, will you repeal that bill?
Yes. But let me... Let me just elaborate a little, because obviously, having had the privilege of working here for 5 years with the Policing Board, the Police Service of Northern Ireland, I know firsthand, and having spoken to many, many victims and victims' representatives, I know just how deep this goes for very obvious reasons. I think the legislation is wrong in principle, but worse than that, or alongside that, no government in Westminster, in my view, should ever introduce legislation which has no support from any of the political parties in Northern Ireland and no support from the victims who are at the heart of this. And I think that previous governments, Labour and Conservatives, would have understood that. And it shows you how far this Conservative government in recent years has moved from a genuine understanding of the principles and values of the Good Friday Agreement, that they would even countenance introducing legislation with zero political support here and zero support from the victims. We wouldn't do it, and we'd repeal it if it's on the statute book when we come into power. Thank you.